Hey everyone, welcome back to more business tips with Superstar Director Becca Levie. Welcome, group Make It Happen, the best group on the planet. Hey guys, I am super excited to be able to do this video and just kind of do a refresher course on two of the most important aspects of our business, and that is getting more parties and sharing the business opportunity, sponsoring, recruiting more people, getting more Cincy family business partners so that we can build a huge paycheck and a really strong financial future. So how do we do that? If our success, if our checks, if our future, if our desires, if our peace, our freedom comes from and is a direct proportion with how many parties and how many people we are sponsoring and helping start a new business. I mean, these are the things that make the difference. All the other stuff is nice, but if you're not having weekly parties, whether they be live or book parties, basket parties, if you're not bringing new people into your group, to your team, then you're not going to get the paycheck that you want. So if your paycheck isn't where you want, then you're not having enough parties. You're not sponsoring enough people. So we established that. We know to get our business to a different place, we need to do more of these two activities. So how do we make that happen? How do we, if we've already, we already have so many hostesses that came from our friends and our families when we first started the business, okay? So we use them, and maybe we have them on a schedule where they're doing, every 4 months they're doing a party for us. So how do we fill in that gap? How do we have that really super success that we want and deserve? Well, I've said it, I'm going to keep saying it because it's so important for all of us to remember that the size of our paycheck is in direct proportion to how many parties that we're having and how many people that we're helping start their own Cincy business. Okay, so that means if our friends and family are already occupying so much and our paycheck isn't where we want it to be, then we need to find more people to talk to and to share the opportunity to earn free product and to start their own business and start earning extra income. So where and how do we do that? And that's what I want to talk to you about tonight. I'm going to give you something simple, things that you can do and say that if you went out tomorrow and started doing them, then you would start to see dramatic results in your business. And a year from now, your life, your stress level, your peace and joy and hope and belief that life is good is going to look a whole lot different. Okay, so let's start with things that we do every day. We go to the grocery store, or we go to the post office, we go to sports games, we go somewhere. And if we're not going somewhere, then we need to start going somewhere. We need to get out there, and if we go to the store just to buy a banana so that we can have a chance to talk to people, then we have to decide, am I willing to make these different choices, do things differently, do something so that I can have what I say I want? So, okay, so let's we're at the store. We're standing in line buying our banana. Pick a line that's long and busy, okay? And then just say to the person next to you, are you like me and there is just so much to do and so little time? I can guarantee that almost everybody on the planet is feeling that way, except for maybe those who are doing really well in the direct sales business. They've worked really, really hard. They went crazy. They built a strong, big foundation, and now they have some time too some days they feel, most days they feel like, yes, I do have enough time. I worked hard enough to get here. But since we only know 1% to 2% of the planet has actually done that, that means 98 to 90% of the other people are feeling the frustration. Yes, I am like you. There is not enough time for me to do everything I need to do. So why are we starting out our conversation like this? It's very important to build instant rapport with people that we want to share with, do business with, okay? We need to make a connection, because if they feel relaxed, comfortable, like you have something in common, like you understand the craziness that they're going through, an instant connection is formed. This is huge. So it's a simple thing to say, oh my goodness, are you like me? So little time and so much to do, I'm going crazy. Something like that. But that's what you want to do. And they're going to say, oh my gosh, yes, I know. I'm rushing here, I'm rushing there. Laugh, a natural laugh will come, just whatever comes naturally. Then just look at them and pick out something about them that you really like. Okay? It might be their hair, their earrings, their purse, their shoes, their style, you know, how they smiled when they talked to you, but just make a compliment. Then say, you know, hey, I'm just curious. Okay, hear that? Hey, I am just curious. You don't know anybody who's trying to figure out how to get enough money for Christmas, do you? Hey, I'm just curious. You don't happen to know anybody who's trying to figure out how to get enough money to cover Christmas, do you? 98% of the time they're going to say, yes, I do. And they'll either say me, talking about themselves, or someone that they know. And then you'll say, well, by chance, and say we're going to use the Scentsy fragrance, the Scentsy candles right now in this conversation, but say, well, this person doesn't happen to like candles, do they? Again, there is a 93% chance, because 93% of homes and offices use candles or incense or oils or spray to perfume their home and office to make it smell good. So we've got a 93% chance they're going to say, oh, not only do they like them, they love them. And then you can say, you know, my company is looking for people who are interested in part or full-time income. Now, I'm not sure that this would be the best match for them, but, you know, it sounds like it's a pretty good chance. So, and usually it'll be them. So you can say, if it's them, you can say, so how about, I'm in a hurry and I know you are too. So, you know, there's not time to really get into this right now, but can we get together maybe a morning this week or an afternoon? Would that be better? And then I could just give you all this information about my company. And then they'll pick a morning or an afternoon. And then you can say, okay, how about Starbucks or Jamba Juice or, you know, whatever's right around, you know, the corner in the area. Because chances are this is where they're grocery shopping, so this is their neighborhood. So this is convenient. And you say, you know, okay, so afternoon was good. How about we meet at Starbucks at 2 o'clock? All right, quick, go ahead and give me your telephone number so I can call you, and that way you'll have my number. And then that way, if anything comes up, we can connect. Okay, so now you're getting their name, their contact information. You've set an appointment to talk about Scentsy products. Now, I hope you will review this several times so you get how each thing that I said, how simple it was. There's a reason that, you know, we say what we do so that it just meets well with their psyche. And then, okay, so now you've made the appointment, you know, and you might have asked them, hey, do you text? So you can text them, you know, the morning of that day or the night before and say, hey, everything's looking good here. Is that good for you tomorrow? So what do you do now that you've made this appointment? And, you know, 5 out of 10 times at least, the people who make these appointments with you are going to show up, okay? And that's really fantastic odds. So when you get these people who do show up, you bring your basket party with you. You have, you know, your mini testers or just your favorite testers, a room spray, a plug-in, just, you know, a basket, maybe a warmer in there, just some of the basic things. So you get there, you sit down, you take care of, you say, can I buy you a drink, you know, a cup of coffee or whatever, and then you just, again, find something to compliment them about. Say, how's your hectic schedule? Oh my goodness, you know, and you just small talk. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself. You know, do you have kids? You just kind of get into a little conversation. Then you pull out your testers and say, okay, as I mentioned, our company works with wickless candles. What kind of scents do you like? Do you like fruity, flower, clean, bakery, spicy? So they tell you and you start smelling. Now's the time we just want to get them to fall in love with the product. They're loving the smells. Then you show them, you take your warmer in your basket and you show them how it's a light bulb and the wonderful safe concept that it is, and say, I don't know about you, but I really like not having to worry about, did I blow out the candle when I left my house? Oh my goodness, I know, I stress about that all the time. I've gone home just to look. So yeah, that's great. So once again, you found something that they go, here she is, or here he is, just like me. Again, we think the same things, Okay, so now they're in love with it, they're talking about it, and then it works. And then you say, okay, so what our company is looking for is people who want to share our Scentsy product. And then you make money on every time you sell one of these. And one of the most popular ways to do this is through a home party. So what we would do is you would get a bunch of your friends and family around your coffee table, and we'd smell them, and then you would earn if you, as a representative for our company, you would earn money for each of the sales they make. Wow, okay, yeah, this sounds pretty easy, and I know so-and-so loves this, and they're going to love this smell, and you'll just see that they've gotten really engaged. So then you say, okay, so really the next best step is then our kit is, $99 if you're in the U.S., or, is it $119? I'm losing my little thought process here for Canada. Anyways, you say this is what it is, and we can do two things. We can set up a party to come to your house and get everybody around, and I will come and I will help you. And then we can have you sign up that night or order your kit that night, and then, or you can just get started right away making money, and we can I've got my iPad right here, we can get your kit ordered and you can be in business now. Which one would work better for you? So then they might say, oh, well, okay, let's do a party. Okay, great. You pull out your calendar, make sure that you're prepared, you book a party. They might say, you know what? Yeah, I am ready right now to sign up. Or they may say, oh, I don't know. Maybe I need to talk to my husband. Maybe I need to think about this. Okay, here's something really, really, really important for you to practice over and over again until you become comfortable saying this. You say, you know what? I can see that you're feeling a little stressed about making a decision right now. But here's the catch. By choosing not to book a party or order your kit right now, you're making a decision to stay in the same boat of not having enough money to pay for Christmas. And I know as we were talking, you're saying, you're thinking about your husband's going to have to get a second job, or you're going to have to get a second job. So by not making a decision of to have a party or to order your kit right now, you're making a decision to stay in this place of frustration and worry about not knowing what to do. It's amazing how many people will be like, oh, that's right, I'm here for a reason. I am here because I need to do something different. And I do love these products, and I do this. Okay, so cool. It's cool that you're taking control of your life. Which one would you like to do? And they'll book a party with you, or they'll do the other. Now, I've just given you really simple, really authentic ways to communicate and serve the people that you're sharing our candles with. First of all, safety, just for safety, in their home. And now as an opportunity to earn free product and then find out that, hey, I really want to sell this, or just to go ahead and take control of their life and do it right now. I know that you can do this. Come back, watch this, write down the different things that I said at different times, and then when you're in the shower and when you're driving and before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, imagine having this conversation. Have it in the bathroom. Have one of your kids role play with you. It usually takes 100 times before this becomes really natural for you. But here's the thing. I have given you the tools for you to go out and meet people. And I know people who have done this thing. They might say something a little bit different, but they have said, I'm going to the grocery store and I'm going to go in and purchase things so that, one item at a time. I'm going to hang out there until I have had a chance to book, 2 parties or 2 appointments. I'm not leaving here because they're committed. They're committed to their future. So there's some of you that are watching this right now that are saying, okay, now I know how. Do I really want it? Do I really want financial freedom? Do I really want to have enough time to do what I want to do and money? Because if I do, then I'm going to practice this and I'm going to start tomorrow and I'm going to go out and I'm going to start having these income producing conversations. Because if I ask enough people, if I have these conversations with enough people every day, then a year from now, my life is going to look totally different. I hope that you will do this. I hope that you will practice. I hope you will change your world. I hope you will take your life, your business, your confidence, your peace to the next level. Have a wonderful time until we meet here again for more business tips with Becca Levie.